Masculine men do not match a woman's energy. They don't dwell in arguments. They know how to diffuse a situation because they just don't even know how to match it. I like calm men that know how to lead a situation. True masculinity to me is a man that does not argue. I don't feel like men should be arguing. Like when a man argues too much, to me, he's eliminated from this masculinity label that he's trying to put on himself, because I feel like true masculinity does not argue. They know how to diffuse situations.
She just contradicted herself. She just said a masculine man don't know how to diffuse it, but then he do. You hear that? She don't even know what she's saying. She ain't even recognize that she contradicted herself. She just said a man don't know how to diffuse it, but then she turned around and said a true masculine man do. Which one is it? Do he know how to diffuse the situation or he don't?
They know how to manage a situation. And I feel like that's what masculinity is. It's very much so management and leadership.
Listen, a lot of these women, or a lot of our women here in America, want the rights and the way, I say the rights to talk to men like shit. They really do. They want you to be okay with being disrespected. They'll turn around and say you can't tell somebody how to respond to what you do, but then they'll turn around and try to police how you respond to what they do. See, back in the day, a lot of women knew when a man got to a certain level of anger, they just walk away and leave him the hell alone. These women don't know how to do that no more. They just think it's okay to be disrespectful and then try to tell them how to respond. I know a lot of y'all seen this video. It's a video. I'm just going to go and talk a little bit. It was a man on the train, and the woman kept talking. He was black. He kept telling her to stop talking to him. Stop talking to him. And she wouldn't stop talking crap until he just snapped. He didn't hurt her, but he was explaining how a man can snap and then do something, and then y'all would say he was wrong for that, but then he asking you and begging you to leave him alone, and you won't leave him alone. You won't shut up. See, a lot of our women got used to being disrespectful, and then they try to police how you respond to them because they just don't want you to put them in their place or correct them. I'll give you some examples. Look at Pop the Balloon shows. The women go on and say whatever they want to say about the man. Anything they think about saying, and they would say it. I don't like his teeth. I don't like his belly. And she got a belly as well. I don't like his hair. Look at his clothes. Oh, I think he's sassy. So now you got men giving the same energy back. A lot of men are going on these shows with a mouthful of bullets and they ready to just let loose. Because women put this energy out there. A lot of our women in our community created these spaces to be hostile. Because our women are so used to saying whatever they want to say to us and think we're supposed to just tolerate it. And not only tolerate the mouth, now our women are physical. A lot of women are putting their hands on men and expecting men to just walk away from it because he want to prove that he's masculine. That doesn't work. You have to correct that woman. You have to correct somebody. When they're out of place, some people don't understand correction until they actually get physically corrected. Period. I'm not condoning no man put their hands on no woman, but I've seen women put their hands on me and just kept doing it. And he just kept, man, ain't no way. I'm going to restrain. You're not going to keep hitting me. I'm not with that. I don't deal with women that hit me in any way. I've never dealt with that. Never had to put my hand on no woman because I would just get rid of her that day. I don't play that. And if you talk to me a certain way, I will get rid of you because I don't tolerate disrespect because I can't take that disrespect. Anyway, I'll give y'all another story. I'm just going to talk a little bit. In a barbershop where I get my hair cut. It was a 60-something-year-old woman that we've been knowing for years. And I recognized every time we're having conversations, it's her and like 4 or 5 of us talking. She would always cut somebody off or cut each of us off and just deter the conversation to what she wanted to turn it to. And she would cut us off. So I got tired of it. So I said, hey, let me ask you a question. Why every time we're conversing, you know what I'm saying, why do you cut everybody off? Why don't you just let us finish our point individually? Because nobody talks when you talk. And, you know, everybody looking at me weird, like, why you say that? And so I asked her a question. I said, hey, if you're around a lot of people and you've been going around your whole life and a lot of people around you are telling you that you're ignorant, you're disrespectful, do you ever listen to that? She said, no, I don't care what people say about me. I said, maybe you should care about what people say, because everybody can't be wrong. And they all looked at me like, why you say that? I was like, what you mean? So I always watched her disrespect my barber and always cut him off and always cut him off. And I was like, dude, how do you allow her to keep doing that? Because after I said that to her, she never cut me off. She never disrespected me in the conversations or nothing no more. So I was done with that. So I never said I never had to, check her no more about cutting me off. So my barber kept allowing her to do it, and she just became more disrespectful until he just had enough. And one day he just fired her as a client. He said she just kept being disrespectful. I said, I told you. You wouldn't correct her. She just kept doing it. She's an older woman. She's used to talking to people the way she want to talk to people. I ran into a lot of that. A lot of people think being honest and just blunt, honest, disrespectful is just being real. No, you're real disrespectful and real ignorant. It's not always cool to just open your mouth and say whatever you want to say to people. You know, you got to think about what you're going to say. You should know that as an older adult. Think about what you're going to say before you say it. You always can say something better. And that's the problem with our women in our community. They've gotten so used to talking to people the way they want to talk to people, it's became normalized in our community. A lot of us men have first traumas from the way our mothers talk to us or the women around us talk to us. And so we grew up talking to, we picked up that behavior. That's why you got a lot of men that's overly emotional. You know what I'm saying? They're mothers. And so I'm saying that to say this. The energy that the people have right now, it started from a lot of women. And nobody corrected them because the men were always told to walk away. That doesn't work anymore. Letting a woman talk to you, letting people talk to you any kind of way is no different than bullying. He ain't going to stop bullying you until you do something about it. Period. Or he or she. So allowing people to say whatever they want to say to you is not the way to prove to somebody you tough. Okay? It's not. Correcting somebody, whatever way they need to be corrected, correcting somebody is the best way to diffuse it. So you tell a man that's sassy and trying to throw insults at men who won't let you talk to them like crap, those days are gone. Okay, you can't tell people how to respond. We always say that, but we're going to have to follow that model. You can't. Okay? So that's what I had to say about this. I know I went on rapping a little bit about it, but I just wanted to give y'all some examples of how people are used to talking to people like crap. And they want to try to police how you respond to them. And that just doesn't work anymore. Just do better and think about what you're going to say to somebody before you say it. That's my take. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section.